As many of you know, Pokémon is the largest media franchise in the history of the world. We've seen anime, trading card games, manga, video games, and with that, of course, spin-off video games, as well as many other media properties. The Pokémon franchise has created countless amazing spin-off games. The beloved Mystery Dungeon series, the battle simulator Pokémon Stadium, the gorgeous and cozy Pokémon Snap games, the tactical RPG Pokémon Conquest, and even a unique, although ultimately flawed take on the MOBA genre in Pokémon Unite. But what if I told you the greatest Pokémon spin-off game of all time doesn't even exist? Well, yet. Pokémon and the Auto Battler or Auto Chess genre are a match made in heaven. And before I get a bunch of people in the comments ripping me apart, I know Pokémon Auto Chess fan games exist, and some of them are fine games, but I don't believe they're anywhere close to a fully realized version of what a Pokémon game in this genre could look like. If you're not familiar with the genre, an Auto Battler, also known as Auto Chess, is a subgenre of strategy video games that typically feature chess-like elements where players place a character on a grid-shaped battlefield during a preparation phase, who then fight the opposing team's characters without any further direct input from the player. Now let's get into why this would be such a perfect fit. Typically, units in the game are put into categories that outline using traits, origins, classes, etc. Pokemon typings map onto this mechanic perfectly. It just makes so much sense. Every single Pokemon has at least one type, and many have type combinations. Electric, Poison, Ghost, Normal Ghost, Normal. You can just imagine the possibilities and combinations these could make. Also, many Pokemon are given classifications in the Pokédex that could be used as additional traits or origins in a game like this. The Mouse Pokemon, the Seed Pokemon, for example. And another main mechanic in Auto Battlers is starring up units. Typically, when you find enough copies of the same unit, they will star up and create a stronger version of that same unit. Pokemon Evolution maps onto this mechanic perfectly, yet again, as I'm sure you can imagine. If we take the example of Pikachu, for instance, instead of simply starring up a Pikachu to make it stronger, well, Pikachu, the player would instead create a Raichu, the evolved form of Pikachu, which makes a lot more sense to me and is a lot cooler than just simply starring something up. And the final piece to the Auto Chess puzzle lies in itemization. A lot of Auto Battlers rely on items as a core mechanic to allow players to express their creativity. With unique builds and combinations, etc. Obviously, Pokemon already has this in place as well. Pokemon has amassed over the years a wide array of already interesting, and for the most part, competitively balanced items. You think about leftovers, choice specs, choice band, muscle band, etc. The possibilities are truly endless, and to be honest, most of the work for the Pokemon Company is already done in this regard. All this to say, everyone, we need Pokemon to take an honest shot at this genre. I'm a huge fan of the genre myself, and obviously of the Pokemon franchise. I can't stress enough how much of a perfect fit this would be. And if anything, this video is just a request to the Pokemon Company to please create this game. I would dedicate my life to it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, where we cover all sorts of Pokemon and Pokemon fan game content all of the time. Peace!